Hi, I'm Duncan. I go to Episcopal High School and I'm a senior, and I'll be going to Purdue University next year. And I've been working on my entrepreneurial studies project this whole month, May.
How did you get started on this project?
So I've always wanted to start something personally. I've always had ideas about doing things, but I've never been pushed into actually formalizing them and actually going through with them until entrepreneurial studies class. So we were tasked with putting together a project and working on it and then trying to visualize it. So for my idea, I decided that sometimes when I go to an outdoor event where I have to wear a blazer, it sometimes rains, and about 113 days out of 365 days in the year, there's some form of precipitation, and when you're wearing a blazer, it really doesn't hold up that well in the rain or the elements. So what I want to do is, if you were to wear a rain jacket to one of these events, it wouldn't look that good, and you can wear a Barber jacket, but you wouldn't be looking up to everyone's standards. So I always wanted to do something about this. So I combined both elements, taking the Barber jacket, the staple of a lot of men's closets, and then also taking the blazer and molding them into one product, where you have a blazer made out of wax cotton, which is water repellent, it's really durable, and you don't really have to worry about it. It's like a staple. It's really cool.
What have you been doing for this month of May?
So for the month of May, my partner and I, Brad Henrich, who's from Darien, Connecticut, we've been going to WeWork every day, which is it's like a think tank, sort of like a working space for entrepreneurs, and it's been really cool to be in and around this environment because you see all these motivated individuals and it kind of rubs off on you. So for the whole month of May, we've been exploring how can we make this into something that we can see and have people wearing. So we've been working on the prototyping process. You need a pattern made, you need a prototype made, and we've had to go through a lot of people in New York City. One of the problems we've faced is finding in the time frame of 1 month, it's hard to get anything actually done, because the process of making this coat could be 4 to 6 weeks. So it's been really tough. A lot of decisions we've had to mull over. We thought about having a tailor just make it, just so we could see it and show people and see what they said about it. But we've decided to just go with one of the people we've contacted in New York City who can put together a pattern or prototype. And in order to do that, we had to do some crowdfunding. So we started a GoFundMe, and we've been able to raise $1,300, which has been so good so far, because the pattern's probably going to cost around $700 and the prototype's going to cost around $700. So we're going to be able to see this project in form with just support of our friends and family, and it's great.
What have been some of the difficulties that you faced kind of throughout this month and through the entire process of creating your company?
Well, obviously one of the hardships has been the time. It's really hard to work in a schedule and try to get something done when you don't have an unlimited amount of time, which means every minute counts the most. So you have to make sure you're capitalizing on every moment you have to work on this project, because any lost time you're not going to be able to make up. And that's been one of the biggest problems. But what we're going to try to do to solve this problem is to work on it in the summer and keep working on it until we can get it to its fullest form.
Where do you see yourself going with this project over the next few months?
Well, obviously we're going to have this thing made, and we've had a lot of good feedback on it from our friends and people who have seen our idea, and they've given us really good feedback and told us what they want or what they think of the idea and whether they would like it or not. But once we get it visualized, it would be really cool to get it out there and show people. So once we have the prototype, the place we have that are going to do it, they can go into a small scale production. So if we want to actually roll it out and actually unveil it, we can do that. They can size it out, so 40, 42 size, 44 size blazers. They can do that all for us just on one pattern, and they can do the production up to 100 items. And then if it works out from there, we obviously can go into full scale production, and they can hook us up with a manufacturer, which is great. And they've also helped us sourcing our materials, where we get our wax cotton, everything we need, which is really great. It's fun to work with them. It's also fun to work with Brad and everyone. So looking forward to it.